Okay, for tonight's homework 225, I'm going to have you watch this, write down the 5 words, which are going to have like a little meaning to them, and then write down the work for this problem. All right, good luck. So again, write down the 5 words and the work. All right, what we're going to start doing is the big thing I learned at Friday's training, of course, and that is how to convince you guys to better read these math problems. Because again, I know some of you, as soon as you see just one letter, you just give up and don't want to even read anything more. So we're going to suggest a strategy that just has you read it 3 times. And what I mean by reading it 3 times, you're going to have 3 separate levels of reading pretty much. So the first read, you're just going to read it and kind of just get an idea of what the problem's having you do. So my first read here, dilate triangle by a scale factor of 2, then reflect across the x-axis, translate along vector xy. So I'm looking at words like triangle and scale factor and reflect, and know that I'm going to be moving this one around. It's going to be moving. So my first read tells me that I'm going to be moving this triangle, shrinking it, making it bigger, moving it. My second read is for a little bit more depth thinking what you're going to do. Dilate triangle by a scale factor of 2, then reflect across the x-axis, translate along vector xy. So dilating means my triangle is going to get bigger or smaller by this number. Reflecting means I'm going to take my triangle and I'm going to flip it or move it equal distance across this line. And then translate means I'm going to take my triangle and slide it along this vector arrow. Your third reading, definitely more detailed. This is where you're really gritting out the problem. So dilate triangle by a scale factor of 2. I'm going to be moving each point along that ray, over 1 up 2, over 1 up 2 for the new A, over 2 up 4, over 2 up 4 for the new C. Again, following those rays, doubling that distance doubles the size for my dilation. Reflection, I'm going to make sure when my triangle is dilated, I'm going to do equal distance on either side of this line, X line, reflect it, I'm going to flip it. Then translate it means once I get in that triangle, I'm going to slide it along this arrow, which has a left 5 component, up 5. So the third read, we want you to really get with the details here. So here I go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dilate it by a scale factor of 2. Again, my more detailed reading. Dilating by a scale factor of 2, I'm going to multiply every coordinate by 2, which I could easily do. The coordinate 1, 2 doubled becomes 2, 4. The point 1, 4 double becomes 2, 8. The point 2, 4 double becomes 4, 8. Or again, I could follow that pattern through the origin, over 1 up 2, over 1 up 2 for the new A prime. And again, I should have told you dilating through the origin here. The new B prime, over 1 up 4, over 1 up 4. The new C prime, over 2 up 4, over 2 up 4. Again, you could either dilate this by a scale factor of 2 by multiplying each coordinate by 2 to get the new doubled coordinate, or I could follow along these rays of expansion here, over 1 up 2. The next A is going to be over 1 up 2. B over 1 up 4, the new B is going to be along that over 1 up 4 pattern. C over 2 up 4, the new C over 2 up 4, if I want to do it that way. Next, reflect across this x-axis, which is this red line. So that means I'm going to flip this across this line. Every point is going to be the same distance above that line that I'm reflecting as below that line. So A prime is 4 boxes above, A double prime 4 boxes below that line of reflection. B prime is 8 above, the new B double prime is 8 boxes below. C prime 8 boxes directly across that line of reflection. C prime directly across that line of reflection, 8 boxes below. Again, equal distance on either side of that reflection line. Easily seeing that's a flipped or a reflected image after it had been dilated or made twice as big. And then last, I'm going to have you take this and translate it, which means slide it along the direction of this arrow. So this is going to be shooting up in this direction. And again, following that pattern of left 5, up 5. The first word is grades. Grades. First word is grades. So again, that arrow, left 5, up 5. Every point here for A, B, and C, left 5, up 5 will be the final resting place. Left 5, up 5. The second word is do. Do. And again, do that for point B, double prime. Left 5, up 5. Do that for C. Left 5, up 5. So each point, left 5, up 5. Left 5, up 5. Along this direction of this arrow, that's the direction it's showing me to slide this triangle, to translate it. The third word is not. Not. Alright, and then the final piece, giving the coordinates of A triple prime, B triple prime, C prime, triple prime. The majority of your answers will be in this form on Friday. A triple prime is -3, 1. B triple prime, -3, -3. And then C triple prime, -1, -3. The fourth word is define. Define. So again, on this problem, what I'd like you to do when you're looking at this is just not get overwhelmed. Do a quick little read. Kind of get an idea of what the problem's even having you do. And then read it again, but be thinking more along the details of what I've tried to teach you in terms of dilations and how things grow, reflecting over lines, moving things along vectors. And then the third read, I want you to really be thinking about your detail. Dilate triangle by a scale factor of 2. Multiply every coordinate by 2, or double that distance from the origin to that point to get that doubled length. Reflect across the x-axis means I'm moving a shape equal distance straight across the line I'm reflecting across, equal distance. And then translating along a vector, moving along the direction the arrow showing. The arrow shows you where you're moving to. The arrow gives you a left component and an up component, always. Left or right component, up or down component. The fifth word is me. Me. Good luck. Turn that in tomorrow.